Well, welcome back. And in this session, we are going to understand the features and the rich abilities of new Microsoft Edge browser. All these days, we could have used the Edge browser, I mean, your traditional Internet Explorer, to download the Google Chrome, and then it all starts with Google Chrome there, and it's mostly Google Chrome users all over the world. But for the first time, I think we would go with Chrome to download Microsoft Edge, and it's really cool. So this session will let you know about what are the features, what are the great things about Microsoft Edge that is going to offer you. At the end of it, I'll leave it to you to understand which is going to be the best suited for you. And this is going to be a quick review for you, and this is really nice. Right. Are you using Windows 10? If so, Microsoft could have already installed through an update and you could have got the new Edge. And the new Edge symbol is presented right in front of you, and the logo is very catchy as well against the traditional logo that will have only E. Now Edge is looking very fluidic, it's very fluent to use, and it has got multiple features. Right. What is it all about? What is the most important component that I'm very appreciative about the new Edge browser? Point number one, the new Edge browser is based on the Chromium open source project, which means it is the basis for the Google Chrome, and now the new Edge also is adapting it, and it will look and feel exactly like Google Chrome. In fact, all the features that you would have with Google Chrome are made available here in the Edge, and it even supports the Google Chrome browser extensions. It has got the same rendering engine as Google Chrome as well. It is very similar, and you won't feel any distraction, I feel, when you start using this Edge. And that's the biggest advantage that I would feel, and that's the biggest feature that everyone will start feeling about the new Edge. And you must have felt that some websites are looking and feeling very nice when you use it with Google Chrome, but it didn't work with the previous version of the Edge. But now it's going to be working nice as it used to work with the Google Chrome. Reason is simple, it is using the same Chromium open source project, which means that whatever works fine with Chrome will all work fine with here in this version as well. And here the Microsoft Edge will be updated once in 6 weeks, and you do not have to wait for really major updates that are going to be released by Microsoft, and this is easy. No, I cannot wait for this real update. No, I cannot wait for the installation to be done. You can install it easily by going to the Microsoft website, and you can download it and install it. The installation is very simple, and I have tried installing it, and you can see that right in front of you the way I have installed it. It's a very simple browser, and it is available for iOS as well as Android, and this is cool. Now I'm going to just go through each of these features one by one, before which we will compare overall about which is better, the Edge or the Chrome. Again, I'm telling you, I'm not going to go judgmental, but instead I'll give you the opinion what I have gathered over a period of time with the analysis that I have done. First point, the Microsoft Edge has got more number of devices already installed with it. Means it is the default browser, so it has got a lot of installations already. I am not sure if a lot of users are there, but remember, it has got a lot of installations already done. And this time it is very faster, and compared to the previous version, this is very stable as well. And most important point, this can run the extensions from the Microsoft Store and the Chrome Web Store. So we've got dual options right now. We can go with the Microsoft Store, or you can go with the Chrome Web Store. And the most important appreciable feature that I would tell you is the built-in tracking prevention and potentially unwanted program blocker. I can say that this is a best feature that is added in this Microsoft Edge release. But let's come to the Google Chrome. Google Chrome is again open source, and it is highly extensible, and it has got a large set of library support. Large extension libraries are already available. Though Microsoft Edge is installed in most of the machines, people might not use it. Google Chrome has got a real lot of users. The most number of consumers are using Google Chrome in terms of mobile as well as in terms of web usage as well. I mean, from your desktop as well. And the most important point is you are supposed to install it separately by downloading it, which is not the case for Microsoft Edge. Other than the Android devices, for all the other devices, you got to install Google Chrome. That's on the whole a major difference between the Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome. And now I'm going to go with the rendering and the search feature, where the Microsoft Edge is again Chromium based browser that uses the Blink rendering engine. The default search engine when you go with the Chrome is, for example, I am typing my own name here, Sriram Insights or something, it goes with Bing. The default search engine is Bing. But when you go with the Google Chrome, it is again built on the open source Blink rendering engine. I told you that both share many similarities, and one of the most important similarities is the rendering engine usage. And the default search engine for Google Chrome, as you know, is the Google. This is in perspective of the rendering and the search. Now I need to go with the next one, where extensions are to be analyzed. So what is the extension? What are the features in terms of extensions which are provided for Microsoft Edge? Microsoft Edge gives you a lot of extensions and support from Microsoft Store, but you also have support from the Google Chrome. Google Chrome has got an extensive browser library support, and Chrome Web Store is literally the best. So in this, I'll give the marks to Google Chrome because it is already proven in the market and it's really, really stable. So what is the next feature that we need to understand? The default settings. We need to understand what are all the default settings that are already made available for Microsoft Edge and the Google Chrome. First, let's understand the default settings for the Microsoft Edge. The default home page is nothing but your Bing search box. But there in Chrome, it is Google. We always use google.com, and that's set up as the default stuff there. The default search engine is Bing. The default search engine is Google for Google Chrome. And remember, most of us go with the Google search engine. So these three are very important stuff that we need to understand. And the final aspect of comparison between the Microsoft Edge and the Google Chrome is the compatibility. Yes, Microsoft Edge is installed by default on all the Windows devices. And one good thing about the latest version is it is made available for the Mac OS, iOS, iPad OS, Android, and support for Linux is also coming. And the most important point about Google Chrome is it is installed by default only the Google Chrome and all the Android devices. But we have got the installation facility for Windows, Linux, Mac OS, iPad OS, and iOS. Now it's up to you to decide which one are you going to use. But before that, let me quickly walk you through the features that I found pretty interesting. You can analyze the performance, you can go with the productivity, the value, the tips. All these are presented here as a hyperlink which you can click and start understanding that. But before that, let's go with each and everything here. Now you can see that I can keep adding the website here, and that's going to be serving as a bookmark for you. For example, I can go ahead and type a website name, for example, Google, and www.google.com. This will be added here, and when you click it, it takes you there. This is a pretty important feature that I will tell you. This is very easy for you to use. And let's go to the same page again, and we've got settings here, and we can go with the different layouts. This is focused, this won't distract you. Whatever you want to do, only you will be doing it, and you will not get any unnecessary pop-ups or unnecessary advertisements or even news. And inspirational, this background is too good. And informational, you go with a lot of news coming out here, and this is informational background for you. So all these are available here, and custom is available, so you can start selecting the quick links, and all these can also be updated. And now let's come and stay focused here. And if you see that here, we have got personalized option. When we go here, we can start selecting what are your interests. I can just deselect this, and that won't ever send me the news and updates on the entertainment and top stories. But I'm only interested in the news and sports, so I can select that. And this is a very good feature where we won't get any unnecessary feed that we do not like. And the latest COVID-19 updates are made as a separate column, and you can get that updates here consistently. And this is a very good feature that we should definitely appreciate, because we need not roam around searching for information. And news, sports, lifestyle, autos, videos, all those are clearly segregated, and it's pretty easy for you to use. And we'll go with again with the settings out here. You can sync it. That's one of the very important things that I wanted to tell you. So you can sync it, and you can browse as a guest. And once you set up sync, it is just like your Google account getting synced with Google Chrome. You can access it from any device, and this syncing feature is very good as well. And I can go ahead and add as many profiles as I want, and this is again very appreciable. Bookmarks are as usual, and I can mark it as a favorite, and it's just like your previous version. And this one is pretty interesting where you can start collections, and you can add a new page here, and you can keep adding. Add the current page. I have added the current page as my collection, and this is just like a bookmark, but it looks pretty nice for you to use. So all these are new features which have come really nice, and I believe this will attract a lot of users. And if you see extensions, you have a clear update, and you can start searching for the installed extensions, and you can get extensions through this link, and it takes you to the Microsoft Store. So all these are again pretty easy to use. And one best thing that I found out with this version is it is very attractive and very easy for you to use. They have almost tried to reproduce, they have almost tried to replicate whatever is available in the Google Chrome, and I think that's the best thing that has worked out nicely. I do not have any apps installed for the Microsoft Edge, and you can start searching the apps and you can get it as well. So overall, I feel that this gives you a lot of resemblance to your Google Chrome, and all these are to be tried out. Once you start installing it, you will be able to try out, and you can see that I have got prevention. You can see this is one of the very important things, the tracking prevention that I told you earlier. You can have a basic method, you can have balanced, and you can have strict. This is one of the very important features that is to be appreciated. The basic one allows almost everything. Balanced one, they recommend it. It has a balance, and strict is very strict. If you are doing a lot of banking transaction and other stuff, and if you want to really be very safe, you can go with this option. So always use strict tracking prevention. This is one very important thing, and you try it out. Only when you try it out, you will understand that the appearance and all these things can be again customized. So this looks pretty cool, and I am just trying the size to be a little large. You can see that very large. This is nice. This is really cool. And yeah, on startup, what are all the things that you want? The new tab page, how does it look like? You can even customize that. Yes, that's all perfect. So overall, I tell you that I do not have a judgment again here. I don't want to judge anything as of now, but I tell you that this is going to gain a lot of users as well. And I think Microsoft Edge is going to give a tough stand for Google Chrome. You can continue using both. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to delete or wipe off anything for the new one which has come in, but this is going to be having a lot of users as well. And I personally feel this has improved a lot over the previous versions, and I think you will love it when you start using it. Try it out. If you have any queries, please go ahead and let me know your questions in the comment section. I'll be able to answer that. Thank you.